This is a song I've been working on. It's new. I call it a blues for Nina.
Take your time.
Say, baby, can I be your slave? I've got to admit, girl, you're the shit, girl. And I'm digging you like a grave. Now, do they call you daughter to the spinning pulsar, or maybe queen of 10,000 moons? Sister to the distant yet rising star. Is your name Yemiya? Oh, hell no. It's got to be Ocean.
Yes. Them vibes, okay? Them vibes. So welcome to season 3, okay? Season 3 of Soul Talk, Majestically Eternal Conversations. I am your host, one of your hosts, Natural Honey with the 3 Y's, okay? With my good sis here.
She's soulful. You already know what it is. Welcome back. All right, y'all. We are just going to have, this will be a short episode. You know, we just wanted to really talk about something that we enjoy doing. Maybe you enjoy doing it. And we'll get into the quote of the day. And then from there, we'll just jump right into it. And y'all will know what episode 1 entails. With that said, I will start off with the first quote of the day. Let me find it. All right. I write because it makes me feel like someone is listening. Or am I finally listening to myself?
No, that's beautiful, sis.
We're going to let them know.
Beautiful.
We're going to let them know what
I
it's
just
about.
want you to know.
She got a whole song.
All right, y'all. I have never started a poem whose end I knew. Writing a poem is discovering.
It's the last
And
one.
that says that's by Robert Frost. But I'm going to say it again.
All right, Mr. Frost.
All right. I have never started a poem whose end I knew. Writing a poem is discovering.
So with that said, as y'all can see, we're talking about poetry because if you've ever heard that poem in the beginning of this episode, then you know what it is.
You know them vibes, okay? But if you don't know and never heard, never seen, that is from Love Jones.
I gotta love Jones.
Ooh.
Hey. I'm gonna have to find that song.
I heard that song from, what's that movie called? Space Jam.
Really?
That's where I heard it from.
Oh, I heard, it's on the movie. It's on the credits at the end of the
that's-
movie. Well, I seen Space Jam.
It's like real, it's not long thing.
I have to find that out. But with that said, the episode of today is for the love of what, sis?
Me.
Y'all know who she
For the
is.
love of poetry, y'all. For the love of poetry.
Hey, poetry, flowetry. Okay. Get into it.
All right.
So, we just wanted to briefly talk about our favorite type of poems, how poetry makes us feel, and then we got a little surprise at the end for y'all. So stay tuned. Okay, let's talk about our favorite type of poems. So I personally like rhyme poetry, free verse, and odes.
Oh, yeah.
And I think my favorite one out of those, no, I can't say that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say free verse. I really love spoken word,
Ooh.
but I love to write poetry that rhymes, but also I do love the, poetry that is free verse. So I consider a lot of free verse, if not all, to be spoken word.
Yeah.
Because really you just going off the dome sometimes, and even if you have it written down, it's just something that you don't have to rhyme, but something that you rock with, something that you feel.
Yeah.
What about you,
I
sis?
take that spoken word. I like spoken word. But you know what? I like some of them to rhyme, though.
Exactly. So I think I can
Blue True You Who.
one fish, two fish, two fish. I don't know if you ever heard that before.
One fish, two fish, blue fish.
Yeah, one fish, two
What's that?
fish. It's on a movie.
Oh.
No, it's on. Maybe it is, but it was on a movie.
Oh, shoot.
It was on a comedy.
I like green eggs and ham.
Basically, look, that's even poetry,
Oh, it is.
and that's funny. Interesting. Poetry can be found everywhere.
Literally everywhere.
You know, one of I think our favorite, types of poetry that people don't really associate with poetry. I think some do. Would be music.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't even think about music because not even that it's not poetry. It's just music is music. That's basically what it is. But it is poetry, most definitely, because that's what we listen to. What 24/7.
Exactly.
Every day we're listening to some type of other music, and a lot of artists are poets.
A lot of artists are poets, and some of our favorite poets would be.
Let me see, Erykah Badu.
Ooh, that's the one.
What? I don't think we named her. Erykah Badu.
That's the one.
She's really a poet for real.
I'm getting tired of you.
Yeah, you said you was gonna take me to see.
Girl, that's mine.
That's Bianca. I have to find that video. I'm gonna have to post that for y'all one day on our story.
Pick your
because
Afro
I probably did
babe.
already good 3 times.
You did post it on the
Well, they need to see it
story.
again. Okay, that's poetry
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
okay.
Who did we say? You said Jill.
Jill Scott, Sade.
Sade. You said
Aaliyah.
her.
It's actually Sade and Aaliyah's birthday today, sis.
Bless the Lord's heart.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
And rest in peace, Miss Aaliyah.
They have the same birthday.
They do,
See?
sis.
And we're doing this video today for them. Look at that. Look at God.
No, but for real though, Erica, that's the one. That's
the
real
one that
poet.
really just be.
You need to pick your Afro daddy.
Because it's flat on one side.
What you waiting on? No, for real though.
It's a lot of people that musically are poets.
Exactly.
And,
Kanye West is a poet.
he's a poet. He's a poet in his own category.
He is.
For
He's
real.
in his
But
own category.
You
but
can't
he's a
knock
poet.
him for how he writes. He writes great music. I will say that. After
Well,
all of his crazy, little things that he's going through, he can really write.
He been going through some things. But have you ever seen Def Jam poetry? It's back in our day in the 90s.
I think I have.
Yeah, on YouTube.
It's been a minute.
Mm-hmm. I like to.
What you looking at?
I thought it stopped.
Did you do that to me? No.
It did though. You gonna see it.
Like pause?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Like pause and how do you know? Like you froze?
Yeah, it froze.
And that's totally fine. Moving on. Because at this point,
Good job. It's a lot of work,
I'm.
But we do the best we can.
You see, I had to.
We real life do the best we can, between being mothers, mom life, work life, podcast life.
Work life.
Yeah, we do
Family
a lot.
life.
Mm-hmm. But we make it work.
I told y'all they don't be putting this stuff in the manual.
You did tell them that.
I'm gonna have to put this in the manual for y'all. But then you know what? If I put it in the manual, it's something that's gonna be something that I'm gonna forget to put in the manual. Because I was thinking about it. Off topic. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, that's my manual. What if somebody else got something else different than what I got going on?
I agree.
See, so I can't write the manual. That's why nobody write the manual.
That's true. And I was just about to say, motherhood is no joke. It's something that you can never be prepared for. Just be prepared for the ebbs and the flows. Just be ready to ride the wave.
What is it? Take it one day at a time. So really, it's like you learn something new every day.
Every day.
It's not about yourself. You're learning stuff, not about yourself only, but about the little people in your life.
Exactly. Every day. I'm 7 months in, and I learn something new every day, and I love it. I love it
just
here.
Be watching them hit their head, and I'm like, oh, okay, you all right?
I love it here, though. So let's get back to the poetry. So, some stuff I had just written down because we gotta prepare sometimes with these babies.
Yeah, because my whole mind will be gone. I'm like, what? I didn't say that. I don't recall.
We real life gotta prepare with these babies. So when it comes to poetry, my next question to you would be, why do you write? And how do you feel when you write? That's two questions.
Sing because I'm
Vibrate.
I sing because I'm free.
That's
No, but for real, I mean, that's really it right there. Because I'm happy, because I'm going through the motions, or because I feel like I got to get something off my chest. You know, I got to dig deeper within myself and really dig up some stuff that's in. And like I was saying, you know, what if I don't have nobody to talk to about certain stuff that I'm going through? I can tell you, but some stuff I'll be like, you know, I'm not gonna bother Bianca. So let me just write this down and just, you know, lock it up. Cause you can lock your notes. Knock your notes. Cause you know people. But no, you know, some stuff I just need to write down because it's like I'm going through it or I'm not going through it, or this is like the most happiest moment of my life. Let me write this down so then I can go back and check it. And you never know, I might want to be able to like print this stuff or, you know, like put it in the book or make my own
memorializing
book. There you go.
I love that.
Memorializing.
I love that. I feel that wholeheartedly.
Put that there. Yes.
Sis, I had your back.
Okay. Thank you.
So,
what about you?
Okay. I want to just read what I wrote right quick. So, poetry is an extension of yourself. It allows you to be free in expression and intentional in healing. So, I'm basically just piggybacking off of sis. I write to release, as you said, and I write to express because it doesn't always have to be like, you know, you're just releasing something that's tight up in your chest, you're releasing some anger, some sadness. Yeah. Sometimes you do want to express and memorialize those happy moments in your life.
Yeah.
And what better way to do it than by way of writing a poem, you know? And like we already said, it doesn't have to rhyme. It can be very unconventional as long as it works for you. Whatever works for you with your poetry is what works for you.
Right. I think you said something about it's your truth.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember stuff sometimes.
Yeah. And, you know, because you just said, I think you bringing up the old stuff that they didn't get to see.
They didn't get, yeah.
She bringing up the bloopers.
Stuff is really just, you know, popping back in. But no, but for real, it's all facts.
Yeah, no, y'all didn't get to see it or hear it.
You never know. You might, you know, get some bloopers.
Yeah, you're right. Y'all might get to see the bloopers.
We are funny.
This is a lot. Especially with babies. But yes, poetry is your truth. Everybody has a story to tell, right? Mm-hmm. So some of us like to tell our stories, by way of writing poetry or even speaking our poetry. Some people like to perform.
I like that, yeah.
I've always wanted to perform, never got there, but I like to write, you know.
To try one day. At least one day we should like step out of the box and do that.
Maybe.
One day. Because I'm going to be like.
Right.
And you know, but you know what? I love the support of poetry. That's something that we didn't, you know, put in the notes that I was gonna say. The support of folks who want you to really just get it out.
Yes.
We never talk about the audience.
Yes.
Because as we was listening in the beginning, what was she saying? I think I heard you say,
take your time.
Yeah, she said take your time. You know, slow down. You got this, Daryl. Because first of all, I don't know if that was his name, but that man in the intro said Daryl.
No, Darius.
Did he really?
Yes, Darius.
Okay, well,
Darius
it
Love
sounded like he
Hall.
said Daryl.
Because that's my favorite movie.
Okay,
Darius Love Hall and Nina Mosley.
So yeah, so it's like, you know, the support and they snap their fingers and really just like vibe out with you. And we don't have to talk about the audience enough. Because they're the ones who be like, take your time. They know when it's, you know, when it's your first time reciting something, and they're like, you know what, take your time. They be serious.
I do like that. The audience does encourage you. You know, we've been to some spoken word events
and it was
before.
Really beautiful vibe.
Yeah, and I do recall that. You know, every spoken word event that I've experienced, or even just, you know, watching spoken word or poetry on YouTube, the audience does show up. They make you feel comfortable. And that's what it's about, though. Like, when you're expressing your truth, you want to be around an audience.
Around that environment.
Exactly. You want to be around, you know, energy where even if you are a little nervous because it's your first time, or you're nervous, even if it's not your first time, but you're nervous about what you feel you need to get off your chest because it's very intimate and personal. When you have audience and just an energy or an environment where you feel supported, you're going to release. Period. Okay, is there anything that we want to add? I do want to let everybody know that you are a poem and a poet. Like I said, if you have a story to tell, then you have some poetry to write.
I'm here write it down.
And maybe you should, yes. We challenge y'all to do that.
We're going to challenge ourselves because we're going to do this one day.
You
know what? I may do it one day, but I probably do it like out of town.
I'm going to go with you
where they don't know me.
I'm going to go with you then. I mean, we have some poetry. We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll, pull up one of
Maybe
our old
right.
poems and perform in
One
person.
way back in the day.
Back in the day when I was young.
I'll be like, she sits there, pain, feeling the back of her eyes.
Name that movie in the comments.
I'm a, right, good. Name that movie in the comments. What did I just say? Where I get that from?
Not everybody
That's y'all
knows
homework.
that, sis.
They're
Not
gonna be
everybody
like,
knows.
I don't know. So I'm gonna tell y'all, but
But
guess.
if you know, you know.
Just guess. Right.
Okay.
Just guess.
No, but then last but certainly not least, I feel like when I write, I revive a part of myself that I've lost touch with.
It's like coming back into self.
Exactly. I become familiar with a piece of She's Soulful and Queen Bee. Well, you Queen
It's
Bee.
like coming back
I'm
into
Empress
self.
Bee.
Yeah. So
But,
it's like coming full circle.
I like that. But I really feel like that, and I don't know, I just like to write. I haven't written in a while, but I'm gonna get back to it. But I also feel like you can't force poetry. You can't force
if you're
writing.
not willing, I've noticed like if I'm just trying to just write something, I'm like nothing is like popping in my brain that's just like, oh, let me write this down. I feel like no, delete, and I'll come back to it another day.
Exactly.
And then I'll be ready to be like,
exactly. Shoot. Like we kind of said earlier about motherhood, you gotta go with the ebbs and flows.
You gotta go with, and really the only time that you're able to get that is really my nighttime hours. Daytime, I can't really think of daytime where I'm able to just write. At least me, that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm able to do it more so when it's time to go to bed, like shut it all down.
But
and even then, I'm shutting it down with them, so then I'll be like, yeah, not gonna happen.
But sometimes it's like that. I feel that when it comes to writing, it's kind of spur of the moment.
Yep.
Which
also, that makes me think, like, even if it's something that's on your mind, and it's like maybe a few words, write it down. Because you never know, come back and add it on.
I do that.
Okay, see, I don't do that.
Oh, well, you need to. You telling me?
I'm trying to, get them a suggestion. I'm trying to get them a suggestion.
You gotta give it to you first.
Okay, well, yeah, even if it's, she sits there, pain, feeling the back of her
No, but
and you gotta come back to that. Come back to it.
That's real underrated. I do that. I got a lot of unfinished poetry on my phone, and one day I'll finish it. Okay. But in a sense, sometimes your poems are never finished.
They're never ending.
Exactly. Period.
Because you can always come back later and add on to what you wrote. Because it's like your mind elevates as you evolve. So it's like, I'm singing it, I don't know, sing it. But it's like you elevate as time progresses. So it's like you wrote something, 2018. You come back a few years later and keep writing today. You're like, oh wow.
Exactly, but I love that. And those are really the best poems, to be honest.
I know a little something.
All right, y'all.
Let's get into it.
So we do have a surprise for y'all. So we've never performed in person at a spoken word event, but today
this is basically like
doing
what we just said.
This is our first performance.
So
y'all get an exclusive.
Give us feedback in the comments. We love when y'all interact with us.
Please,
even if it's a heart, one heart, or twinkle-inkle or star or something. Twinkle-inkle star. Give us something. Don't just be scrolling by because we always showing y'all love now.
Yeah, no.
This is our first time.
This is our first time performing, and just bear with us. I'm gonna be reading from my poem. I do not know from my phone, reading my poem. I don't know my poetry by heart. Maybe one day I will. But this is our first time performing, so y'all get a soul talk.
You got
Majestically,
a stage name or
it's
exclusive?
She's Soulful is who I be. So
let me think of mine. Come on. Because I'm going to give y'all.
She's Soulful is who I be, or the Soulflower. That's AKA who I also be.
Then we're going to use that for your stage name.
All right, that's
the Soulflower.
The Soulflower.
Welcoming Soulflower.
Give me snack, y'all.
All right, take your time. Take your time.
I'm a little nervous.
Look, if you need to start over, feel free to do so because this is your floor.
Okay, so I actually got this poem from, maybe we'll do that one other episode. Maybe we'll bring back poetry again and we'll pick a beat and then we'll write a new poem.
I like that.
Yeah.
We could do that on the episode, write it on the episode.
I don't think they'll have time with these children. Let's be real. So we'll prepare before. Sis, we'll prepare before. But yeah, so I got this verse, or not this verse, but this beat from Unpack and Bounce Back. That's a really nice podcast with Sky Townsend and Raina Biddy. Y'all should really check that out. But they had this beat, and I was like, damn, it's a nice beat. So I'm gonna write over it, cause they did. So we're gonna do that one day, cause I think that'll be real nice. But right now, there is no beat. This is acapella,
and that's just fine.
So I'm a little nervous.
Just make sure you
enunciate. I'm gonna do that
and say it loud and proud.
I'm just a little nervous because when I wrote it, you know how you have your own voices in your head.
I know. So I'm just thinking about mine right now. I'm like, I don't know if I want to read it to you.
Since you we said we was gonna do this.
Print, beautiful guys.
Look, no, we're gonna do this. Okay, so. Make sure I'm loud so y'all can hear us on the podcast platform and the YouTube podcast platform. All right, let's go. I want to know you on a soul level. Something whole so I never get half. Because I ain't never been no part-time lover, baby. Add it up. You should know how to do the math. I want to explore your mental and take a walk down your memory lane. Just to see if you remember me from that past life like I remember you. See, we were royalty, love, that royal love. The golden supreme beings, divinity so true. I want to feel your fingertips touch mine, only to get entangled in that cosmic connection as I fall into your aura. No, wait. As I rise into your frequency with chemistry so sublime. I want to make love on a bed full of affirmations. Can you water me while I water you? Letting each drip penetrate the soil of our sacred earthly roots. You see, I don't want nobody else but you. Yeah, their flow might be nice, but they rhyme ain't my type of blues. I ain't made for just any old dude. I'm destined for the God in you. Because in your presence, I'm ascending. And just one conversation with you leads to creations of universes and dimensions. Your words are so damn exquisite. I'm shivering. Feel like Jill Scott, okay. Thinking about how it feels when your eyes meet mine and our love instantly intertwines. Now we are one. An infinite love, like the perfect verse over a tight beat. All right,
that's so beautiful.
Thank you.
No, but girl, that's really beautiful.
Thank you,
Girl, you gotta get out there.
Since I'm a little nervous.
I know, but you did really great. You know what?
Yeah, that's my first time ever doing that.
Go more often so get comfortable.
Since we should.
Let's
go
wrote
to
that.
town first.
I know, right? She wrote that.
Yeah,
now go ahead, comment under the comment section.
So
and
that
give my sister flowers. The soul flower. Okay. The soul flower.
So that's actually my latest poem. I haven't wrote in a while. Actually, I wrote that poem a year ago. Almost a year. No, a year ago. So yeah, I haven't wrote in a while. Yeah, it's a year ago. I haven't wrote in a year. I know. Yeah, so that poem is called Perfect Verse. I did write a name for that. And I really called it Perfect Verse because, the ending, like the perfect verse over a tight beat. Yeah, and if you know brown sugar, that's where I got that from. Okay. You ready, sis?
No.
Yes, you are.
All right. And that,
I'm not about to play.
That concludes I got to put on my glasses, y'all, because
Don't listen to her, y'all.
I'm legally blind.
She ready.
Mama, I love you.
Pee hole it
Let
down.
me see. Is this shit? I'm reading fast.
No, you're not.
Already in. Let me see what I wrote.
I think we should do a part 2, sis. What do you think?
Let's do a part 2. This is beautiful.
We'll
this
do
is
part
better
2.
than I expect.
After
how many
takes?
10 times. Okay.
Take your time.
She sits there, pain filling the back of her eyes. All right, y'all, get nervous.
Look, y'all, life is funny when you laugh.
I wrote this recently.
Really?
Oh no, it's just showing that date. That's the 15th. Okay. I wrote this March 28, 2018.
We're gonna come back, and when we do part 2, sis, we're gonna do it over a beat.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
But these are old poems, as we already stated,
Let me see what I see.
and y'all get the exclusive.
Mine take that long, y'all, so bear with us.
Is yours about as long as mine? It looks like mine just has spaces.
I got spaces.
No, barely.
Okay, y'all,
Okay.
for real.
We got this.
To be put here on this magical moving planet, place with minimal inspiration, with little to no instructions on my true purposefulness.
Hold up, pause. Did y'all hear that? Girl,
Let me
let's
bring
go.
it back, because I
Let's
don't even
go.
remember writing that. Let me say it
Talk
again.
about me. Let's go.
Let me see what I wrote. Okay. To be put here on this magical moving planet, place with minimal inspiration, with little to no instructions on my true purposefulness, on what I am destined to fulfill, or who I am destined to pursue so vigorously.
It's the words for me.
Woo! I was speaking in big words back then. Let's not forget, I am a walking asset in the spirit of the Most High Divine.
Girl, wait. Run it back. No, run that back for real. Let's not forget.
Let's not forget, I am a walking asset in the spirit of the Most High Divine.
Ooh.
I find it sinister that I was placed with expecting the unexpected, to always proceed, but to do so with caution. Then it was, hold on. Then it was resonating in my mind on how I'm supposed to be greater than who I used to be in my past life, but also being around those who don't have the mental capacity to understand I am exceptionally more than my highs and my lows.
Ooh. Ashay.
Who wrote this?
You.
If you were to ask straightforward, no sugarcoating, why was I put on this earth? Truth be told, I wouldn't have just one answer. I wasn't meant to be limited or put in a box where I am unable to spread these tranquil vibes. I am my vulnerable self when it comes to serving, whether it be as this beautiful African American woman or to be that someone you most cherish when you need her. I've always been told to never forget where you come from and never forget how you got here. If you are unable to water my love, water my pureness, my plants, my heart, water my peace, then I have said all there is. Good day.
Ooh.
Y'all hear. You don't feel me though.
That was beautiful.
Thank you, sis. I don't even know how I wrote that.
Okay, so before we
Oh wait, let me see. That was called What's My Purpose?
Before we close, let's talk about our poem.
It was beautiful.
So my poem, like I said, I wrote it over that beat. As you can see, my poem was more of a little sensual poem,
Yeah.
a little poem about love,
It kind of was like they resonated together.
They did, because at the end, you kind of threw me for a loop. You was letting somebody know, get your...
I must have been talking about something.
You must have tell somebody to pick their
Yeah.
afro.
Afro daddy.
Because it's flat on one side. All right. Because at first, I like your poem, though. I felt like it had self-reflection, but at the end, it was like...
It's letting me know, like, you can't be my peace. You interfering with my peace, then you ain't for me. See how I rap?
I felt like you was letting them know, whoever it was.
Because I think that was... I think, when I was writing this, it's all coming back now. I was writing that when I was like... I probably was already at the peak of myself. But I was getting into the peak of myself to where it was like, none of y'all can like really just try to play me.
Yeah, I feel like it was a self-reflection poem, but it was also, if you ain't at my speed, get out my way.
Yeah, because y'all was holding me back for the longest, and now I'm coming into myself, so move out my way.
And that was 2018, and she's just evolved even more.
So
and mine was 2020,
new,
right? We're gonna do a part 2. Stay tuned for a part 2 of this season. We ain't gonna tell y'all when, but yeah, we're gonna do a part 2 of this one.
Yeah,
cause I like that.
That was beautiful.
Those are old poems. Y'all just got a Soul Talk Majestically Eternal exclusive of natural honey. Hold on, what's your stage name?
Mama Queen.
I like that. Y'all got
You know
a
what I mean?
exclusive of natural honey,
It's
also
usually,
known as Mama
the Peace
Queen.
Queen, but we Mama Queen. We do
Mama Queen. Okay. So y'all got an exclusive of Mama Queen, the Peace Queen, and natural honey. Don't forget the 3 Y's. And then y'all got an exclusive of She's Soulful, also known as the Soul Flower. And those were original poems. I'm proud of us.
We pushed through, y'all. You know how hard this was to do for y'all.
Very hard. You know, let's just do a disclaimer at the end. It was not easy. We had to really prepare for this because we have children. It went from just one baby O that y'all saw in season 2,
Yeah,
to 3 babies.
Yeah, true. And you know, just the background itself, and you know, hearing other people talk.
Yeah.
You know, it's just we really out here doing this, and
the
we ain't
midst
been
of our
here in a
life.
while, so
Exactly.
it's very, very different from when we was on the first 2 seasons. I think the first 2 seasons seemed, well, no, I ain't gonna say it was easy because it was hard too. We just now know kind of
I think
what
the
we're
first
doing.
season was easy.
Yeah,
The first season was
we really
easy,
was
but-
like just
Exactly.
We didn't know what we was doing. We didn't know what was
But
going
you
on.
was
We was
pregnant in the first season,
yeah,
but
but it wasn't.
the first season is when, you know, the C word hit and everything got
what's the
shut
C
down.
word?
Sis, you know. So, you know, we were just able to do it amidst everything being shut down. We was
Yeah,
able to
and
get
that was
it
something
popping.
that was, you know, we had free time to do it. It was just like, ooh.
Exactly. The second season, I feel like we had free time, but I was very much so pregnant. Y'all saw my
Yeah.
belly grow. She was pregnant, didn't even know it.
Don't be like me, kids.
It's okay. You know, I mean, because we didn't see our
nothing,
baby.
'cause I was living the bestest.
We didn't see baby girl. She is a girl now.
I was living the bestest. Y'all got my boy and my girl. Don't call me. Leave me alone. I'm good. Okay. Don't ask me. Is there any more? Not right now.
Well, yeah.
Look, he ain't got no shade, so I would have did.
Not she keep leaving us. She'll be back. But yeah, so yes, we thank y'all for tuning in to this finally successful episode 1 of season 3.
This was the best one.
This was.
I'm excited for this. That's why I'm so just giggling.
And then these poems, cause sis, I ain't gonna lie,
I didn't know it was gonna hit like that.
I didn't know the ending was gonna hit
Because I
like
didn't.
that.
Matter of fact, since I didn't even really read it when I was trying to look for one. I was just like, oh, okay, let me just do this one.
Exactly. And I wanted to do that one because, you know, I was feeling, I was like, you know, hold up. You know, they don't love you like we love you. Y'all better act like y'all know.
All right, y'all.
But anywho, we thank y'all for tuning in. We look forward to what season 3 has in store. At this point, I think we should just give them the disclaimer about the children.
Okay, well, so y'all know, future-wise, you know, that we are mothers first. And so, therefore, if you hear our children, see our children, or hear anything in the background, just know that we, you know, do our best to cut it out. But at the end of the day, like I said, we're mothers first, and it is what it is.
And, you know, to know us and to love us is now to know and love, the greatest extensions of us, which are our children.
Yeah. And so
with that said, you know, we love y'all to life, and we look forward to this continued journey of soul growth, talk for the soul, and peace.